Hi everyone, this is Danny with this ship-wide announcement. First, we'd like to say a big thank you to our brand new patron, Tind. Thank you so much, you are amazing, and we would love to share our space drugs with you. We also wanted to announce another hang on Rabbit.tv. You can watch a couple of Star Trek episodes and chat with us. We're doing that on the evening of Wednesday, September 12th, so keep your eye on our social channels for that link. And lastly, we just want to acknowledge the spotty audio quality on the last few episodes. It was a failed experiment using a different recording method, and we are almost through it. Made a little bit worse this time around by our drunkenness. So thanks for listening as we all get a little bit too in character on our third episode on Risa.
All right, so, you guys get done with Botanical Gardens. Shakel is like, not Shakel, Posa's like, Posa has her encounter with E.G. Elros. She gets, your tit signed, or like your upper tit area, the UTA. I imagine that you probably want to go to the tattoo shop before that wears off, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to wear off super soon. I feel like I'm safe for a little while.
It's a space Sharpie after all.
Yeah, right?
They are fairly indelible. What's the word? Indelible.
I don't know.
I think it's indelible.
I literally don't. I've heard the word indelible, but I literally don't know the meaning.
I think it means permanent, but I'll Google it later.
Too late, I already did. Of ink, oh my god, this is like Verdant. Of ink or a pen, making marks that cannot be removed is specifically relating to ink or pens.
Blammo.
So, yeah.
Blammo.
So, you guys come back up from the Botanical Gardens. You're like feeling good because you've been eating the plants. You know, you're like really enjoying the self-guided tour you made for yourself. Yeah. You're fucking stoked, right?
Yeah.
And we'll say it's now about 6:00.
Yeah.
Dinner time. What do you want to do?
I think we should shower and go out somewhere fancy, like dress up nice.
Posa's not showering.
Well, it's indelible. Just don't scrub your tits.
Well, it's a sonic shower, right?
Oh, that's true. Maybe they have regular, relaxing water showers on Risa.
I mean, there's both. You get to choose.
I'm just gonna make sure I don't stink.
Okay, I mean, just do a horse bath, whatever you want to do. But I think we should fancy ourselves up and go out to a nice dinner.
All right.
I look around and I ask Penny and Lox, what do you think?
As you're talking about this, actually, you're waiting for the elevator to come fetch you, and what pops up on the display next to the elevator is an advertisement for Suryabe, where the Lola which was the Festival of the Moon, is currently being held. I know, it says Lola Nat. Excuse me.
Wow.
Lola Nat.
I couldn't stop saying nut.
Say it again. Nut.
You know what?
Nut. Lol nuts.
There's a highly recommended a restaurant, which is a little boat that sails into the bay every evening just after sunset, and patrons wade out to it where you're served high quality, delicious, brain-meltingly amazing seafood right off the deck of this little boat.
I'm in. All for this.
It's like the swim up bar, but it's the most delicious seafood.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And is Rise and Sunset happening?
Rise of Sunset's probably 2 more hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
From now.
So the sun's still out, so I would still have to worry about the sun.
It's the evening, so the sun is definitely going down. It's not the direct overhead rays, so you probably don't need all the protection.
Well, I'll re-up. I'll take a shower. I'll re-up my sunscreen, and I'll put on a nice, modest bathing suit with a cover-up.
It's Risa, so it's always warm. No matter what time of day. You can wear your bikini all night long. You're never
Yeah, Shaq
cold.
doesn't have any bikinis, but she does have some nice, high neck swimsuits with, maybe, a cutout.
Oh my god. High neck long sleeve swimsuits.
But cutouts, cute cutouts, on the back and on the front,
Okay.
and they're that space material that's a bunch of colors. It's silver, but also green.
Question real quick. You said we wade out to the boat,
Yes.
so what we wear needs to be
Swimsuits.
We need to wear
Swimsuits.
swimsuits.
Yeah.
It's a swim. It's a swim up seafood delight.
okay. Because my first thought was when we were like, "Oh, let's dress up fancy." Pose was going to wear a suit, so that's not going to happen.
A swimsuit.
Yes, thank you.
It's Risa. You can also go pretty much naked. So.
That's
I
also
mean, we could go to. I'm sure they have nice restaurants where you don't go into the sea to get to them, but
no.
You know what?
Feel
You know
right
what?
in there.
Loxus, Penny,
Yeah.
Yeah.
can we maybe peruse the clothing of Candy Floss?
She's down as a,
I want
anybody.
something, I'm still feeling it. So, a little,
Okay, wait though. Are we dressing up nice and going to a
Only
fancy
no.
restaurant? Or are we going to this walk-up bar or this walk-up?
Why can't we do both?
Well, it's a fancy, but you got to swim to it.
It's
Right.
a fancy swim bar.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to dress fancy as fuck, and then I'm going to get in the water in my fancy as fuck dress, and I'm going to swim to the seafood joint.
Okay, yeah,
That's what I want.
yeah.
Why not both? I think I can do it.
That's what I mean. I feel like Candy would have very, not a whole lot of material clothing.
But if you
That's
get it wet,
still
it's
fancy.
no big deal.
Yeah,
Dry,
it's not a big deal.
It's almost
Because it's
yeah.
not yours, so.
That's also true.
She's cool.
Mm.
She don't care.
I want to go raid her closet. Let's go raid Candy's closet real quick.
Sweet.
Yes, I mean, she's not there. She's out doing something, but you guys, Loxus and Penny are basically on the guest list. So the security guards let you in. No problem.
Okay,
So I'm not there when you guys are doing this. I'm back at our bungalow showering,
Reapplying sunscreen.
reapplying my sunscreen, which is a long
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
So my first thought is I want to look for something that's very Pretty Woman when she was still dressed as a prostitute.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So there's not much to it. There's a lot of cutouts.
mm-hmm.
And it's probably gonna be like an ombre sort of green color,
Mm-hmm.
kind of sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna put that on. It's probably not, honestly, it's probably not gonna look that good, but I'm gonna feel fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So have you all decided on what you're wearing? I don't want to rush anyone through that process.
I'm also wearing a tiara and a bracelet, a jeweled bracelet, and like a cover up, but that only goes right underneath my boobs and it's tied.
Oh, I find a wig.
Ooh.
It is long and bleach blonde, kind of wavy, but the sort of beach waves,
Right.
quote unquote. Natural waves.
Yeah, yeah.
And I spy that in the corner and I'm just and I put it on my head. And again, probably doesn't look great, but I'm
It's
wearing
just
it.
a little bit of your real hair out the side, but otherwise it looks pretty convincing.
Yeah. I don't know how to put a wig on. I have no fucking idea. So
Loxus, Penelope, are you happy with your fashion choices?
I'm obviously rifling through her shit, looking for whatever, and I come across another one piece. It's one of those kind of Speedo style kind of turtleneck things. But it's I would say it's like a red alligator
Ooh.
Nice.
shimmer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a boob cutout
Yep.
because
Obviously.
below.
Yeah.
On
And then,
brand.
like, probably a bunch more cutouts. Just
Yeah,
Super
one
low
like
back.
that shows a bit of butt cleavage.
yeah, flossy butt crack.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
yeah, and like my lips are barely staying inside of the front.
Like legally, we cannot draw any of the fan art for these outfits that you wear. I'm just kidding.
Penny,
Yeah.
what you got on?
I am wearing a formal gown.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, yes, I'm wearing a
Okay.
formal gown, but it's like an 80s, like 1980s
Oh
earth.
yeah.
It's pink. It's kind of pink and like a shimmery type material, and like it has puffy
I was going
sleeves.
to ask if it has the puffy sleeves.
Oh hell yeah, it's got the puffy sleeves.
How many layers is the skirt, though?
Is there a big bow on your butt?
3. We'll go
Nice.
3.
Oh
It's
shit.
layers,
That's
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to be swimming in it, so I don't want it to be too over the top.
It would be very heavy. Yeah, it would be very, very heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
We are a motley crew.
I'm just standing next to Posa, and I just kind of like lean over, and I'm like, "Man, she is one crazy bitch."
But that's
what you're into, Lox.
You're into it.
I know that. I'm not saying that. I'm just like, I dig it. Damn. Yes. Like, even I'm confused and impressed.
Oh, what did you post?
A picture of my fucking dress.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
on the
that
right?
blue number? No, the blue number. It's the second to
Yeah.
the right. That, but in pink, like shimmery. I can't think of the name of the material. The
Like organza or something?
yeah. Eleganza. Yes,
Eleganza or
Yes.
extravaganza.
it's that, but it's like pink.
Dude, how's your hair done? Did you put it in a similar... Oh, wait, is she holding a mask? I don't know what you...
It's like a mask or a hat. I don't
Do
know.
you have a hat, is what I want to ask.
Yeah, that hat. Yes, I don't know what that is, but I have it on my head. Yeah, I will wear a mask as a hat because, as Lox pointed out, I am a crazy bitch.
So Shaq is showing up at the bungalow where you guys are. I finished applying sunscreen. I've got my little formal swimsuit on. I'm ready to go. I got my tiara.
You guys ready to hit this Surya Bay where the walnut, the festival of the moon is happening?
Do we have any more drugs we want to take, or are we just going to get drunk?
Yeah, I think
Oh, are there more drugs?
I don't think I would take any more drugs. Like 2 drugs per day is my max.
Let's do some like Coke or something.
Yeah, some kind of space
I'll pick up.
Space Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, so Posa knew of a plant in the garden, and she happened to take some of it.
Oh, there you
and
go.
she's gonna just grind it up, just kind of like mush it up, and we just snort it, and there we go.
Properly advertise this garden as being bioluminescent when it's clearly drugs garden.
That's because
true.
we got a professional with us.
Right. If you know what you're doing, it's a drug.
Anything can be a drug garden if you put your mind to it.
There you go, Penny.
Anyway, coked up. Let's go. Woo!
Yeah.
Shaq abstains from Space Coke and is just gonna keep drinking boat drinks.
Boat drink!
Or maybe it's nighttime. It's nighttime. I think Shaq switches to space gin and tonics.
Oh, I was going to say like space martinis. Yeah, space G&Ts. There you go.
Yeah.
So you guys, do you meet up at Surya Bay? So you take a little shuttle like Jetsons. Yeah, Jetsons.
Like Jetson.
That's what it sounded like.
Yes.
Yeah,
A little saucer,
take a little
yes.
saucer to Surya
Or
Bay.
like Star Trek.
I mean, I guess.
They're like segways, but like you can have multiple people on them. You know, you're just sort of like going out. Yeah, like they're little enjoyable people movers that let you enjoy the beach as you putt along on them.
The breeze.
And you make it to Surya Bay, and I mean, you're there a little bit. I guess you took your time to dress up. So, you've gotten there just before the boat comes into the bay, but there's actually quite a few people waiting around. They're all,
Losers.
Oh, shit.
every single one of them. They're all
Mean. I thought you wanted to love everybody, Locks. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Space Coat makes you mean.
some of them are in swimsuits. Some of them are, no, they're all in swimsuits. Penny's the only one in. Yeah, let's be real. And
I am pretty.
in the crowd, you actually spot someone that is of interest to you.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
My celebrity is named Ciolo Voron.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Ciolo Voron is an Elarian author. So
Nice.
I just stop in my tracks and I just like gasp and just like clasp my hands together under my chin, like all starry-eyed. Like I'm an anime character at this point, like heart eyes, just like yeah, in my little pink dress. And yeah, so I just freeze and a just stream of words come out of my mouth that which is weird because Penny talks all the damn time anyway. So Penny's just like, oh my god, you guys, that's Ciolo Voron. She's that author. She writes, like, you guys don't know who she is. I'm just going to immediately just give a rap sheet of everything she's done. So she writes historical sci-fi based in 1990s Earth culture, naturally.
Of course.
There's actually speculation she was on Earth in the 1990s and got to experience.
Is she a Vulcan?
She is Elorian. She's what Guinan was.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And
I missed that.
yeah, so there's speculation she was actually on Earth in the 1990s, but the heroine from her books is named Patricia O'Sheehan. And so
There it is.
Patty O'Sheehan. And so Patty O'Sheehan is our plucky heroine. She travels through time visiting historical sites and events, and in the books things happen. Like it's like a Forrest Gump type situation where and actually when I was writing this down, I'm like, I want this to be a book series now. Like I really would read this. But yeah, historical sci-fi based in 1990s Earth culture. She goes and changes the course of history, like helped launch the Hubble telescope, for example. Like she's doing stuff like that to make sure things happen the way they're supposed to. She's like, it's like a little Doctor Who,
Oh,
So anyway, so that's her. So she's there. The author is there.
neat.
Yeah.
So you just like start yammering?
Yeah, all of the things that I just said, they were kind of Penny. I just fangirl the fuck out over this author being over in the crowd. And I run towards her naturally as
Okay. I was just going to say, where is she?
We got her name, and that's kind of all we heard because you were running away.
You're like describing her as you're running toward her.
Well, because I'm Penny and I'm coked out Penny, and I've just seen like the celebrity like of my dreams kind of thing. So I just start running
toward her. Does anyone want to
Picture I can put.
follow her?
I'm just like, damn, we can't go anywhere without one of us tripping out. Shit. Of course I go, I follow, like chase after that coked out girl.
Oh man.
I'm getting used to meeting celebrities at this point, so I'm just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you run over. She's just standing there waiting for the ship to get closer. The boat's starting to come into the bay, but you can't quite swim out to it yet. But you can see the chef on the boat. He's like pulling apart the space lobsters and the space crabs. He's getting everything ready for your pallets. And the author, what's her name again?
Ciolo Voron. It's CeoloVoron.
Ciolo Voron.
Yeah.
You see Ciolo she's looking eagerly toward the boat. She's definitely focused on it. You can tell that she's probably thinking about what the first thing she's going to eat is. And you run up to her?
Yeah, I run up to her and I yell, the like tagline that the heroine always yells, which is like, we're off to the races or something like that. We'll go with that. So I just like, I'm getting a visual right now and I'm gonna laugh through this. I'm sorry. Okay. So coked out Vulcan in a fucking pretty in pink dress with like anime heart eyes runs up and just goes, we're off to the races. So in her like cocaine voice, cause it's cocaine voice. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
She snapped out of her, food fantasy that she's currently having, and
that would do it.
She looks over at you barreling towards her, and she takes her eyes go wide as yours, but not in the same way. It's conveying a much different emotion than yours are, and she sort of steps back like, holy fuck, what's this? And roll me let's do a flashy roll.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's 2. Oh, hell. Okay, so I canceled. I got a nothing. 0.
Okay, so you can
use the fate point and reroll.
Well, so you can use a fate point, reroll, and describe why you're rerolling. You can just, or you can choose to. This is what I was gonna have Posa do if she actually failed her second roll. But you guys never use fate points, so please use your fate points. So if you want to use your fate point and you also fail again, you can succeed. Anytime you fail, you can always succeed at a cost. So go ahead and reroll, spend a fate point, but describe to us why you are justifying rerolling.
Okay, so I'm running up and I see that she's terrified of me. Yeah, so I
100%.
Just pump the brakes real quick and I put my hands up, kind of like a wild animal type situation where I'm just like, no, I'm so sorry. I am a huge fan. Patricia O'Sheehan got me through a lot of shit when I was going through some shit with my family. Reading these books has been the one thing that has been able to really help me out, and it's gotten me really obsessed with 1990s Earth culture, which is a huge part of who I am as a Vulcan person. So I'm just very excited to see you.
All right.
Cool. Roll. Okay, so that time I got 3.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so you succeed. Not with style, but you succeed. So your initial excitement definitely caught her off guard and made her a little bit afraid. But then you describe, your journey, and she's disarmed. She's no longer afraid of you. She just recognizes that you were a super geeked out fan. And you get the feeling that she's actually unlike E.G. Elrow, she's not used to fans as much as E.G. Elrow is, right? She's an author, so she doesn't get the same sort of fan reaction. So this really caught her off guard. But because she's an author, she really she appreciates more the fact that you've connected to her writings. So she is disarmed. She just sort of relaxes a little bit. She's still a little wary. If you had succeeded with style, you probably would have completely disarmed her, but she's, because it was just a general success, she's still like, oh, okay, yes, oh, hello. And she reaches out to shake your hand. It's always nice to meet a fan. I didn't expect anyone to recognize me on Risa. I never expect anyone to recognize me at all, in fact.
What does she look like?
Yeah, tell us what she looks like. What's she wearing? Everyone needs to know.
What's she wearing? Risa. Okay, I picture her as someone who would spend a lot of time in like Sedona, so I'm thinking she's got like I would say she appears to be mid-60s human. She's not human, but like she would look like she was, mid-60s human. But like looks good. She's wearing kind of a tank top, flowy maxi dress type situation that's got like a floral print on it. She holds herself, like has good posture. She just holds herself very well. Her hair is dyed black and it's kind of like a bob, I would say. She wears a lot of like gemstone jewelry, stuff like that.
Is the no eyebrows thing like a Nolarian thing, or is that just Guinan's personal style?
She does not have eyebrows, but she draws them on.
Oh, okay.
Who doesn't?
It's just a Whoopi Goldberg style.
Right? I was like, same girl, same.
All right. So she's looking cute as hell is what I hear.
Yeah, very much.
Not like overly flashy, just sort of down to earth,
No.
chic, cute,
Yes.
adorable style.
Does she wear glasses?
Yes. She is not wearing glasses at this time.
So she reaches out, shakes your hand. She's, oh, it's always good to meet a fan. Like she said, she's a surprise that someone even recognized her on Risa of all places. Does she do a lot of signings? Does she does a circuit? Does she do a circuit or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. And there's like movies that star Patricia O'Sheehan, so it's one of those like it became.
So she's like J.K. Rowling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her face is not completely unknown to the public, but she's still an author, so she doesn't play her character in the movies, right? Someone else does?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, she shakes your hand and she says, do you know anything about this boat restaurant that we're waiting for? I've read it's quite delicious. I'm excited to try it out.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just know that we get to swim up and eat and that it's supposed to be super, super fancy, so I got dressed up for it.
She looks at you and she says, well, your style is unconventional and I greatly appreciate that. You chose not to wear a swimsuit. You wore a gown, a late 90s gown, late 80s, did you say?
Yeah.
She's like, I would.
Well, I mean,
no, I'm asking you as the DM. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, based on that picture, I would think it's like late, like 91, where it's still kind of the 80s hangover type situation. So,
she says, she looks at your gown and she kind of like looks at it. She kind of touches the ruff on the shoulder. She says, looks like vintage October 1991.
Oh my God.
Earth.
Yes.
And I get really excited. And I was like, that's exactly what I was going for. And look, I'm wearing lace fingerless gloves.
She says, because your style is perfect. You have perfectly encapsulated that era of a early 90s dress. This is amazing. I didn't think that anyone would show up to the beach in this. Honestly, it's ridiculous, but it's amazing. You're going to swim out to the boat in that.
Yes, I am. And I'm just like,
I love it.
Hand to chest, like tearing up, just so excited at the fact that she loves my fashion and so I'm like, thank you so much. And I have a question for you, and it's something that I've been thinking a lot. So you've pointed out the 90s fashion and everything. Did you see that by any chance in person ever? And just kind of like look at her like you know what I'm saying kind of thing.
She gives you a knowing smile. She says, all authors are inspired in their own ways.
Awesome. And so I'm just like, that's amazing. Okay. Yeah.
So she's not saying she's not admitting to anything, but she's also not denying anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
She says, it was an amazing time on Earth. Humanity had a lot of issues, but it also had a lot of promise, the 80s and 90s. I think one of my favorite things about that particular era was their
grunge.
They loved
Friends.
They loved flannel. It was really flannel.
I don't know how to describe the era succinctly other than cocaine and Teddy Ruxpin. Does that make any sense to you?
That makes so much sense. You have no idea how much sense that makes to me right now.
Are you describing the era or Penny herself?
No, they.
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. She said I emulated the time perfectly. So,
I was about to start singing a Teddy Ruxpin song, but then I didn't because I wasn't sure anyone would ever get the reference.
It's for the best.
What's the Teddy Ruxpin song? I remember the "My Buddy and Me" song.
Oh, so
sort of.
Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah, he had tapes and all of the, like every adventure had songs.
I didn't have one. Okay,
poor.
I was jealous of Susie.
I was jealous of my next door neighbor.
Heather, you had every fucking console known to man. You had like a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis. Like, I was like,
I never had a Teddy Ruxpin.
I had one until I gave it bubble gum because I was chewing bubble gum and his mouth was moving like he wanted it, and so I gave him my gum, and it got stuck in his fur. So,
I will.
That was the end.
I will.
But I would love for you to sing the song.
Okay.
I would love for you to serenade us.
I don't know if. Okay, hold on. Hands are better than one. Two hands are better than one. It must be done. Two hands are better than one. Four hands are better than two. Four hands are better than two.
This is so creepy.
That's very creepy.
Oh, I like it. I'm into it.
That's
Sing
go
it.
on. I literally don't remember the rest of the song.
I think we
but
get
it's
the
about how
gist.
more hands are better than less hands. Yeah.
More hands are better.
I'll link to it.
When we
I'll link to. Oh, look at that bikini.
when we decided that the shrooms were called fragging, I wanted to start singing Fraggle Rock real bad.
That 90s content, right?
Down Fraggle Rock.
You can watch that Tay
And
Ruxpin
Fraggle
song
Rock.
later on your own time.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
Wow.
We just listened to like 2 seconds of it. It's terrible.
So that's the tape I had.
Did it justice.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, Tay Ruxpin and cocaine.
Okay, Tay
Yes.
Ruxpin, late 80s, early 90s for sure. That's what it was like.
I'm on space cocaine right now.
Yeah. Where's my Teddy Ruxpin?
You just pull out a Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, she actually leans into you and she says, you know, I've been on a hunt for an authentic Teddy Ruxpin.
Mm-hmm.
As a fellow connoisseur of the late 80s, early 90s, if you ever see anything, you seem like you know, that you have your eye on the market.
Get around.
No. Did you say you get around?
She
I
does.
did.
I mean, you do, but we're talking about
true.
Teddy
Not
Ruxpin. It's
wrong.
kind of a weird thing. Is this a you?
Well, that's what I was talking about.
No, I
don't
think it's
know
like a
what you're talking
Starfleet, like she literally flies around the universe.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
about. It's a double entendre.
Whatever you want it to be.
She says you,
Because see, it means
Thank you for
both
letting us
things.
know.
if you, if you ever find one on any time in your travels, be sure to let me know. I will take it off your hands for a tidy sum.
I would be more than happy to be. I will make that my life's mission. I know I work for Starfleet, and I have a
Changing your prime directive, huh?
I am changing my personal prime directive to find a fucking Teddy Ruxpin and get it.
Wait. Whoa. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry to butt in on this conversation, but you're gonna make your life's. Wait, you're gonna do what now? You're gonna look for a what?
And I just look at her and I'm just like, adults are talking.
I'm just gonna go.
So like Shaq and Lox were like walking like over to her when she was doing this whole thing. So I guess we're hovering like behind. But after they started like going off about Teddy Ruxpin and or the 90s Earth culture, which means literally nothing to Shaq, I was just like, and then I sort of turned around and like wandered off. So I'm not hearing any of this anymore.
So
Yeah, and I wanted to be a part of it, but then I was like, well, no, shit. All right, fine.
she says to Penny, she says, you know what? Have you ever seen the movie? Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Milo and Otis.
There was way too much talking, and Lox was already trying to like hit on somebody else. Where are we at a beach?
Yeah, we're like waiting to a ship to eat. Yeah, you're
I
hitting on
already
everybody.
start talking to somebody else.
She says to Penny, she says, have you ever seen the movie Just One of the Guys?
Susie.
Yes.
1 second.
You're not as much of a connoisseur as you thought.
Ashley need to go watch Just One of the Guys now?
She does.
I've never seen it, so I don't know how I can.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Ashley has never seen this, and so I can't properly portray Penelope as having seen it if I have not.
There was another high school movie made in the 80s about a woman who wanted to like be on the journalism or something, and she wasn't taken seriously, so she dressed up as a guy, so she was like always wearing like a Letterman's jacket and stuff. It was a really good movie. It was 80 something, and like the woman who played it was really pretty.
Yeah,
I feel
are you sure it's not this movie?
It wasn't just one of the guys?
No, it was definitely not. It was similar to prior to just one.
Sounds like the same, except Buddy. Buddy, oh my god. Buddy's one of the best characters.
Oh my god.
Her brother?
Yeah.
Her curvy brother?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I haven't seen that movie for probably, how old am I now? 38. So probably, like 15 fucking years. Yeah.
Oh no, that is the movie I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I was like, are you sure that's
It is the movie. I was thinking about the Amanda Bynes movie.
No,
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a She's the Man.
Just One of the Guys is a really fucking good movie.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, so I will watch it. But,
Yes.
okay, so I'll just, Penelope can say yeah, I just can't talk about it. So,
I can't talk about it.
no.
She says,
Come up with another movie, Susie.
have you ever seen the movie The Breakfast Club?
Oh my gosh, I love, okay, Molly Ringwald is my favorite actress of the time frame. Like, she's just a genius.
I think it just encapsulated so much of the teen angst during the time. And we all know that teen angst makes the best stories for just any generation. We can all identify with teen angst. Wouldn't you agree?
I absolutely agree. And I just, if you mess with the bulls, you get the horn is just something that has stuck with me so much through life to just, know there are some things that you shouldn't mess with, but it's worth it.
I agree. It's been a long time since I've been a teen, and she kind of winks.
Penny throws like a piece of rock or coral or something at, not Penny, Jesus Christ, Posa.
Who are you?
Oh my God.
See, you guys yell at me for being confused. You don't even know your
I'm
own
drinking
names.
water now. I'm sorry. I, as Posa, throw something at Penny just because I'm stoned and obnoxious.
And I turn and I just like, I'm so sorry.
Just so you know, I'm like wading in the water right now.
Just
I'm not waiting for
so
the boat.
Okay,
to
so
get there.
Shaq's in the water.
I'm in the water. I'm just throwing shit at her.
And Lox is wading through the crowd, trying to find somebody. And then, okay, so what were you going to say, Susie?
Oh, and I'm just saying the boat is getting closer, so people are actually starting to go out into the water. And the, I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember her name, but the author touches your shoulder. She says, let's go. And she like starts walking toward the water.
Mm-hmm. And I say, okay, I'm so sorry. This is my friend / cohort, whatever, this Posa. And, she's
Cool.
She's like my best friend I've met on the ship so far, and I really want her. You should come sit with my group. We have a group of people. We are from Starfleet, like I said, and so you should come sit with us. And I would love to hear all about everything. Yes,
we're all super different, and we all know a whole bunch of different stuff. So, like,
I actually don't get an opportunity to talk to Starfleet members in their off time. I would love to sit and chat with you about your various experiences. And what?
Boom, for Starfleet. There you go.
yes, we have for the cocaine. The cocaine makes it hard to
The hell of a drive.
The hell of a drug. All right, so yeah, we would absolutely love for you to join us. You should sit with us, and we can exchange stories. It'll be great.
I would love to. And she happily joins you. She was alone. She was stag. Penny, you like walk out in the ocean in your dress, like all of your layers of your dress like float beautifully as you walk. Yeah.
I'm like a majestic jellyfish.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great.
100%. Loxus probably picks up like someone to like make out with during dinner, right? Shaq and
I got me some young, handsome little
meat.
Boy meat.
Yeah.
What's he wearing? No, just kidding.
A Speedo.
Yeah.
Perfect. You all swim up to the ship. The water is just so warm. It's so perfect. And it's because it's salt water. It's buoyant. So swimming is so easy. And you feel like this water is even easier to swim in than regular lake seawater. So, Risa, who knows, right? Everything's engineered to be easy.
So I imagine, since we're talking about Risa's careful planning, I imagine the boat shows up just as the sun's setting on the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like clockwork. It's perfectly
The
timed.
green flash is an actual green flash. Everybody goes, there's the green flash. I saw it. It's not some sort of weird wives' tale.
What's the green flash?
Y'all, you live on the West Coast. How do you not know the green flash? It's some baloney about when the sun sets sometimes, like, over the ocean, you can see a flash of green, like, just as it passes the horizon.
I don't live on the ocean. To be fair, I don't live on the ocean.
All right,
You're
James.
so much closer than we are. We have no idea.
But I'm literally surrounded by I'm surrounded by mountains, so on both sides.
You are.
So
It's true.
yep.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Come on, don't shame me.
Anyway,
I didn't know what
swimming.
I didn't know what the green flash was. Now I know. I'm happy to know. Y'all get to the boat. The author's name again is
Ciolo.
I just want to say cerulean.
Cece. She's like, you guys can call me Cece. I'm doing you as the NPC now, where I'm just like, yes, you can just call me Cece.
So she invites you to call her by her nickname, Cece. Mm-hmm. She says, "Oh, all of this is on me. I don't know if you want to tell her whether everyone at the
No.
Yeah, sure. It's on you. We're already comped for various reasons, but whatever."
She don't want to hurt her pride, and rich people are weird. Yep. Let her go.
Shakel
We all got comped.
Shakel and Posa got comped for winning the Sandcastle contest, and Loxus and Penny got comped because Penny Floss just basically put them on her tab. So
Candy Floss. I didn't know I had gotten married and taken her name. What happens in Risa, am I right?
Anyway, y'all are eating some space lobster. It's fucking delicious. And you're talking to Cece about, I mean, not everyone is, but I especially imagine Penny is just deep in conversation with Cece about 90s and 80s like late 80s, early 90s culture.
Mm-hmm. I remember a film
Oh, yes.
from around that time, I believe,
Oh, yes. Please tell us.
called Earth Girls Are Easy. You know, it showed me a lot about Earth and
the girls.
And fish.
Nobody on this crew is human, right?
No.
No.
Yeah. And
I don't know fuck all about humans.
Right.
I went there. We were at Starfleet, but there was tons of other species there too.
and actually, I think we did. We talked about how you guys did go to Starfleet San Francisco. You didn't do like the one of the satellite, but there's other academies that aren't San Francisco. But you definitely all went to Starfleet Academy Prime. You all had such promising Starfleet careers, and then stuff just happened, right? Mm-hmm. So
just a bunch of dicks.
Shit happens, yo.
So is that Posa saying that? She's seen one movie from Earth, and it's Earth Girls Are Easy.
Check it out. And I go back to eating my food.
Cece says, Earth Girls Are Easy. That stars Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum, I think he was in some small movie called The Fly, but he was later in a triumphant cinema epic called, maybe you've heard of it, Jurassic Park? 1995, I believe, was the year. Was that right? No, 93. Oh my God.
Oh,
Jurassic
shit, 93.
Park came out in 93. Holy shit.
So old.
I went and saw it in the theater, and I was like, by myself. That's right.
Shit.
Well, because that was the year I turned 13, so that was I could go see it without a parent. Like, it came out the year I turned 13, so I could go see it no probalo by myself. That Velociraptor
It's still good. It's still good.
No Bolo.
No, that is a Homestar Runner reference.
No Bravado.
Susie, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it to you, but I have seen, I mean, now, including times they've re-released it, but at the time, I saw Jurassic Park in the theaters 9 times in its original run.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
I only saw it once. The Velociraptor scene when I was 13, like, made me nearly piss my pants because I was such a soft, sensitive person.
Amen.
And I could not watch scary shit to save. Like, I couldn't even watch Terminator 2. It scared me so much.
Scary.
It's got
No,
like
it's
all
just
that nuclear
fun.
apocalypse bullshit that like put a lot of fear in me. So like the Velociraptor stuff when they're like in the kitchen, it was just like blank, and then she's slamming the ladle on the
I also
floor,
did
and the
that.
Velociraptors are coming after her. And I was so scared, but I loved it so much. So as soon as the VHS came out, I bought it, and like the next year, like I watched it like 30 times in 1 month.
I saw Titanic like 6 times in the Dollar Theater, I think.
It's very long.
That's amazing.
The guy I was dating when Titanic came out, we went to see that in theater no fewer than 3 times.
That's so romantic.
Yeah, I was in 8th
Holy
grade.
shit.
There was an 8th grade boy that I was dating he really liked Kate Winslet, and so he wanted to go and see her boobs.
Yeah, this is all relevant because that's 90s culture.
So we're pretending that Susie, when she's talking right now, is actually Cece, and all the things we're saying are our characters. Like, this is the conversation.
All this reminiscing. It's canon. Shaquille has seen Jurassic Park during its original run 9 times.
9 times.
You know what it was? It was after World War III. They went to Hollywood
Right, that
and they
makes sense.
unearthed all the film and they actually reran the movies. And because it's new time post World War III, all of those reruns of those films are now the quote unquote original runs. You got to see the new original run of Jurassic Park 9 times in the theater.
Yeah, maybe I was like on Earth at the time for the Starfleet Academy.
Like it was a movie night hosted by fucking
Connor Trenier.
Tom Paris.
No, Paris wish it was a fucking stupid ass 40s sci-fi. This is way better than that.
Tom Paris got no taste.
That's canon.
So you guys, and by in character I mean us guys, are all having this great discussion about 90s stuff. And the event
Loxus.
Noxus is you're like
Just making out with boys.
you're like scintillating and titillating.
She's tittling him. That is.
And tittling.
We're at a restaurant, Locks.
That's Risa.
tittling here.
Risa.
Pull up the Risa sign again.
I'm trying to eat shrimp. God damn it.
Space shrimp.
Space shrimp.
That's what they call this movie.
It's jumbo shrimp.
Oh man.
Right.
Let this be known as the drunk episode of Mammary Alpha. So you have an amazing evening eating space seafood on this swim up boat in Suryana Bay. And, Pene, you really connect with Cece. She's actually, I'm really, really quite impressed with your knowledge of 90s culture. And she says, I really appreciate your take on the era. I was there. I mean, I know I've read about people who were there during the time and, I have certain perspectives, but it would be great to have someone who is so passionate about 90s culture, to just sometimes when I'm writing, writing can be so hard. You get up in your head, even successful authors, we write a lot, but we have to, we second guess ourselves all the time. And I would really love to have someone just who can sympathize, who can relate. Would you be opposed to sometimes getting rough drafts of my manuscripts to read through, to lend your opinion?
Definitely not.
Posa just agrees that.
I would absolutely. She's trying to be a wingman or something. I would absolutely love that. I would be an honor.
She exchanges contact details with you. I would really appreciate your opinion, and let's just, let's just enjoy ourselves tonight.
Fantastic.
So you guys enjoy your feast, no problem. And the sunset as it goes down is quite gorgeous. The oranges and the reds and the pinks, everything's so beautiful. It puts everyone in such a romantic mood, and also the alcohol.
And that's not the only thing going down.
Four hands are better than two. Four hands are better than two.
If you have a job that you got to do, four hands are better than two.
You have been listening to Mammary Alpha. Your hosts would like to thank Smelly Tooth, who composed our theme song and some of the other music that you hear, as well as Roll Music. You can find us online at mammaryalpha.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Mammary Alpha. You can tweet at us using the hashtag #ThisPodcastIsTheTits, thanks to Dee Dee, and support us by buying a t-shirt or becoming a patron. Patreon supporters will have access to exclusive audio, we promise more soon, and extras. And don't forget to leave a rating or review on iTunes.